should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space, just my luck. Put me on where you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, come on.
Hey y'all, dang, I come in like horsey. Hey y'all, hey, hello. I am Dr. Amira Senko Kwali. And of course, you guys, shoot, y'all know I'm cleaning up. What should I call this? The cleanup? I'm cleaning up the palace tonight. The palace is a little disarray, and I can't take it no more. Y'all know I've been sick, and I got to get it together. Anyway, welcome to the Crystal Palace. Thank you so much for coming in. I just finished dinner for my husband. My son been ate, right? He ate. He ate. He just ate. I ain't gonna, let me not say been ate. He ate about 30 minutes ago, and then he took his bath and he's ready to go. So I just finished the rest of the half of the second dinner that will be scheduled for tomorrow for me and my son, and for my husband's dinner for tonight. So y'all know I try to get my family together here. Y'all know what it is. Anyway, welcome to the Crystal Palace. Uh, Thank you so much for coming in. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the video. Please make sure y'all keep in for your notifications to come popping up. Make sure y'all are on point, on schedule, to make sure y'all are ready to receive the messages that I try to give y'all, okay? All right, now, to all my beautiful, wonderful crystals, I really, 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 truly appreciate y'all for getting this far. And I am going to make a backup channel, y'all. Me got me on some trying to make a backup channel, because I know some of these little ornery so ons will get here on the YouTube streets. So I want to make sure I have a backup channel that at least have the same amount of, if not more, right? So I'm gonna type in here my other channel so y'all can also make sure that I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna fix that channel as well. Okay. So I'll let y'all know by the end of the night what that channel is gonna be named, etc. That might be the Crystal Palace Crystal Palace messy channel. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, it's going to be a backup channel for us to get started with, so we don't have to worry about going through all these changes, okay? Anyway, there's 3 different points of entryway. Make sure when y'all come in, y'all take your shoes off and leave your worries behind. Leave your worries behind. Then just enjoy yourself. Ooh. Let the writing send music up to you. It feels so bad at all when you living up the wall. Live your life on the wall. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Live your life on the wall. So do what you want to do. There ain't no real something. But you don't know what I mean. Okay? So leave your 9 to 5 up on the shelf and come in here and just enjoy yourself, please. Now, I want to tell y'all about these entryways of entering in. Make sure, y'all know I'm cleaning up where I'm going to sit down in a second. I just want to get the floor mopped up. And as soon as the dishes get washed in this dishwasher, I'll be back in here to clean up this kitchen all the way. I just halfway did it. All right, now. So, once y'all enter into the Crystal Palace, making sure that y'all are entering through the chat. One way to get in is through the chat. You're going to type in, stop at the crystal bar, grab your crystals, and making sure that you are here with us We can see you through the chat by typing in the chat. We call that the parlor room. Okay, y'all. So once y'all do that, if y'all cannot and will not, y'all might be at work and y'all don't want nobody to know. You want your boss to know you typing in the chat because you're supposed to be doing productivity. Then guess what you can do? Girls and gentlemen, ladies, okay, y'all can go ahead and go into what they call the bushes. The bushes. However, we call that over here, we call that what? Do we call that? We call that the boom boom room. Okay. So you're gonna enter into the boom boom room. Make sure that y'all entering into the boom room room. They had the same immunities. And for those that will be doing the so-called replay, we call that the outhouse, okay? So make sure you're down with that outhouse, all right? You're in the outhouse, way on the east outhouse, okay? So now let's talk about. I gotta get my ice for my coffee because I got a lot of stuff to do around here tonight. So I might possibly be up for a little while. So I need me just a little bit of coffee, just a little bit of coffee, okay? So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna sit down for just a second. See, I'm already hot up in here. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm hot. Okay. So make sure we grab our libations. Also, too, at the Crystal Palace, because y'all know over here we are subject to honor our ancestors any given moment. And if you go back and listen to our replay play last night, you will see that we honored our ancestors. All right, that's a spiritual thing that we do over here. Now, although we're a little messy over here, and some moments and sometimes we might be a little bit more messier than other days, but either way, we still connect to our ancestors in a loving way over here, okay? So just get used to that. Just respect that, okay, y'all? So, y'all know I'm going up into the parlor room. Before I do that, I got to grab everything to make sure everything is straight. Then we get up in the parlor room and I can sit down for just a spell, talk to y'all for all of a bit of a minute, and then we can go back, and then I'll try to come back later on tonight in the morning, in the wee hours of the morning. Y'all know how we get down, okay? I know I'm still packing down this cold, so bear with me. Bear with me. All right, I'm up in here trying to get everything taken care of. All right, now we're gonna watch a little Nakia, because that's what we do. We're gonna watch Brunhilde. Her name should have been Brunhilde. Brunhilde. She looks more like a Brunhilde than me. I don't know why her mammy decided to call her that, but she should have called her Brunhilde, because she sure is a broomer and a hilda. Okay? She sure is Broomhilde energy. All right, y'all. Let me get started. I got hot. I've been rolling around trying to get everything done. So let's have our conversation. Let's have our peace. All right, how you doing, buds? Welcome to the Crystal Palace House Suite. What's going on, Amelia? Thank you so much for being part of this here. And I again appreciate y'all for coming live with us. Okay. All right. Whew. It is hot. I need to jump into a clean sauna, not just being hot. Anywho, so let's continue. All right, who are we talking about now? I think we're going to try to do some Nakia. We did a little bit of her last night. Well, before we do that, let's see if my Jazzy Life posted anything. Because we ain't letting up off of her either, okay? I know my Jazzy Life want us to let up off of her. I know my Jazzy Life She wishes that it was just a dream. She wishes this was just a dream. She wished this was a, but she woke up feeling like this a nightmare. So wait a minute. We gonna actually visit my jazzy life before we get. Yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna visit my jazzy life before we get to Nakia, y'all. That's why I said let me check her. When I checked a second ago, she wasn't live. I mean, she didn't have any videos up, but she does now. Ha ha, my jazzy life, I got you. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna click on this. When she go in that door, this is just the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Up the phone. He was just on talking mess about me. So pick up the phone and stop being scared.
So I want you to think about this. And this is something that I have not seen, y'all. I have not seen. We will do Nakia in a little while. Let me change the title. I'm going to change the title of this video. Now, I just want y'all to think about this. I already heard about this video, but I hadn't seen it. Okay. This husband is calling. Let's say this was you. First of all, she wasn't talking, she was typing. Okay. Let's get that straight. Well, before we really go there, and we gonna go there. I'll show you. Before we get there, did y'all see? See, that's why I didn't cover. I know a lot of y'all was wondering. Let's talk about this before we get before we get to my jazzy life. I know y'all was wondering because Chris Sean Rock and that dang on Jaden or whatever her name is. Y'all know that's been a hot and Blueface. I know that's been a hot topic here around the social media. But for us, it was not necessarily a hot topic. Not for me, it was. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I didn't cover it because I saw through it. Because I already know for a fact that this was a money grab for all of them. And so it made sense for all of them to join together to make some things happen. I already knew it was going to happen before it happened. And so as y'all see, they all cool. And they familiar with each other. Look at their demeanor with each other. Look how they moving together. And if a person is moving together like that, then they already cool. They familiar. Y'all understand what I'm talking about when I say familiar? So what would be the purpose for me to even cover such mess? It's just some mess. And don't get twisted. My jazzy life now some mess, but it's just different. Everybody knows them. We can laugh about that. And everybody's talking about them. Not everybody's talking about my jazzy life. Let's be clear about that, okay, y'all? So that's the thing. So we gotta remember that. So no, I'm probably gonna never cover them. I did one time. I did cover them one time. We kind of talked about it a little bit, and I was just doing a comparison and how my jazzy life thought she was them, right? But if my jazzy life was them, she'll be trying to get money with Phillips baby mamas as well as um um whatever his name is. Um uh I can't think of his name. Quiz's baby mama. She would be trying to do the right thing. So anyway, so that's why I'm not really gonna cover that at this channel unless something really major happens. hmm But other than that, it is what it is. Okay. So I'm gonna title this "My Jazzy Life." Why, or why are you bothering? Why are you bothering? Let me see. God, I can't never remember anything. Bothering people. All right. So I'm gonna save that in here. Okay. So let's get started, y'all. You listening? You in the boom boom room right now? That's all right. Okay. So anyway, I'm getting acclimated here, y'all. All right. Because I supposed to be live at 8 o'clock, and then I kind of got caught up. I was trying to finish washing all the dishes and so forth. So y'all know how I do. I gotta get certain things out the way, and I'm trying to get as much stuff as I possibly can get done before I go to the next level. And it's kind of hard to move to this level to that level if I got to get the beginning stages together. But anywho, let's listen to her.
Mary, you been to my house. Just coming back right now. You was quick to run over here.
Okay, but that was my Jazzy life. I thought you said that was like a long time ago that she came over to your house. So why are you calling her about something that happened a long while ago? And then you calling her because you feel a certain way about the situation because of the all she did was text in her other nephew nieces you know her niece's mother's live. I mean, big deal. You're not in the in crowd, my Jazzy life. I do agree with Medusa. I thought that myself. I do agree with Medusa when she says that you mad because everybody else is cool with you. And so my Jazzy life, you got to look at yourself. Now, in some cases, don't get it twisted. Sometimes people will Voltron and try to come against you to Voltron you and bully you, right? That's definitely a fair assessment. But in this particular case, we keep telling you the same thing, my Jazzy life, and it's redundant. You are the one that created this atmosphere. You brought these young ladies to the social the media, and so what they doing is now they may be perhaps doing a little Voltron and trolling, right? Obviously, okay. Um, and the big deal is why even pay it any mind? Why are you tripping off of it? You made a point that you don't care that they all three can call you. You calling this lady at two some. That's why I said my judge's life. You drinking too much teleports. You don't have nothing else to do with your hand. That's why uh, all that depression mess is all a lie. That Philip need to bring Philip the PIMP need to go ahead and bring them children back to you because you don't have God sense, you don't have sense that God gave you, that you would call this woman who is married. I don't care if she wasn't married. She could be a single woman, and you still shouldn't have called her at 3 o'clock in the morning over some dag on YouTube. Do you know how ignorant that is? You are really sad and pathetic. Now, if you called my phone at that time in the morning, my husband probably will pick up that phone and curse you out because you ignorant. He'll pick up the phone and be like, "What the hell you want? You don't have no husband, or you?" The first thing he'll ask you, are you swimming with the in the fish? Are you swimming in a lady pond? Because why are you calling my wife at this time in the morning? What is wrong with you?" And then when you start talking, click, because you would not be calling my house at that time in the morning. And especially if you family, because there's nothing that you possibly would want. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing but to ask her about whatever. If there was a problem, how you doing, Mira? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. How you doing, Mimi? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. I enjoyed your live today. Now, if it was all like that, then you should have just stayed your behind. Why didn't you do something to Chris' sister when she came over there? When she came over there and checked you about them bruises on your face and about you putting people's children in your videos, about you doing egregious stuff or you going around telling people stuff about her, when she had something to say to you back then, why didn't you answer her then? Why did you wait like a year later? This was what, a year later, y'all. Why did you wait a year later to try to make a big deal out of it when you the one that was sitting up gossiping to your minds about Chris's sister? Because we don't want to know who Chris' sister is. We didn't at first. Now we do. Okay. Jazz is all talk, exactly. She one day she gonna meet her match. If I was Chris' sister, I would air her blank out. Exactly. She sure should.
We're gonna talk about it. I try to give people grace, the benefit of the doubt.
My jazzy life, you need to stop drinking all that teleport. It's really messing with your head though, for real. That teleport is really messing with your head because you just doing some weird stuff. I mean some really weird stuff. Like nobody who is non drinking teleport would act like this. Nobody will call somebody's phone at 3 something in the morning singing songs. It's just a weirdo. You a weirdo, and that's how we know you're a lonely girl. They need to sing that made that song for you. Hey there, lonely girl, let me make your life real like brand new. That's exactly what you are. Because nobody who got a hot Peter wheel or eggplant next to them would be calling another female that is not their man, talking about pick up the phone. Like, who does that? Please explain that to me.
I try to be I try to be
Yeah, she is lit, y'all.
cool about shit. But whenever a bitch be just running their mouth, and it's just like, at this point,
Jasmine, what you gonna do? You already said that she can't have nothing to do with legends. She don't care. So at this point, she just wants to have a relationship with the other three children. She has given up on having anything to do with you or Legend. Okay, you don't want to sitting over there that can't get a break from Legend because his own daddy not gonna watch him. We already see that. Okay, unless it's emergency. Okay, and I don't even know if he would do that then. Okay, so I just don't understand why you would even lower yourself to go through all these changes unnecessarily. You let you and Cheryl need to talk to somebody about why y'all always have to have a glass of wine. Because Cheryl set up her on the social the media and was telling off on Asia's business, and you was getting off on that. She was lit too. Philip didn't should have let her know to keep her mouth closed because that also affects his rights too. Because if it's all that bad, then what does that say about Philip as a parent? What does that say about you, my jazzy life, as a step parent? Because you, well, you want no step parent because you y'all not married. You never probably will be married because you don't understand some things. Obviously, hold on, y'all. You don't understand some things because you don't carry yourself as wife material. You don't. And I want you to understand one thing about a wife. Okay, let me school you on something because you're too stupid to know. How you doing, Rose? And how you doing, Pineapples? And how you doing, Miss Michelle? Let me school this trick on how to be a wife. Let me tell us something. How you doing, TBC? T Dub? Was it TC Dub? Beats. All right, interesting name. You make beats. Um, Let me school you on a couple of things about being a wife. One thing about being a wife, y'all, and I'm not saying this to y'all because most of y'all know on a certain level, right? Most of y'all don't. Most of my people being in here, either they've been married or they widowed or they divorced or they currently married or they a fiance or they single by choice. You know what I'm saying? And that's all right. And we have all walks of life in here. We have white, yellow, Puerto Rican. We have Latina. We have indigenous. We have all kind of folk up in here, and that's what I like about this chat. Yes, ma'am. Several years back, LOL, been busy with life though. Okay, no problem. All right, now, so we know that everybody in here get a pregnancy test and find out how hot tub and wine in pregnancy don't work. Well, let's ask Legend about drinking and how that worked for him. Just saying, because I remember distinctly a week before she announced her pregnancy, her and Chris was getting lit. Do y'all recall that? How you doing, Bella? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. All right. So let's go back there. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Now let's talk about it. Anyway, one thing about being a wife, my dad's life, and this is something that you don't know and you probably will never experience in your whole entire life. Okay? Because you want, and let's be clear about that. I just told y'all that most everybody in here that's not married is by choice, or they lost their husband, or they divorced, or they already married, whatever. Y'all already went through that spiel. Okay? Please misspell curse words. Yes, please tell them to misspell curse words. Thank you. It's crayon box here, but we all get along and have fun. Exactly. Hit the like. Okay, now, um, as I was saying, my Jazz life want to be married, which I don't understand. That my Jazz life wants to be married. My Jazz life want to have a field, a boatload, a bus load of children, but she won't be able to because nobody wants to deal with her that like that in that way. That's okay, TBC. You good. She just let you know you good. We appreciate you, okay? You don't have to apologize. We feel you, okay? You good. Anyway, so this huzzy, what does this huzzy do? Okay? What does this huzzy do? If she knew what I knew and what everybody else knew, I'm taking too long to get to the point. I'm checking on this coffee. Um, Number one, you never call a married woman at 3 o'clock in the morning, especially when her husband more than likely has a job. Okay? Yes, she is triggering. Yes. So more than likely, you don't call a married woman, even if she's a stay-at-home mom. Or let's say if I wasn't a stay-at-home, it doesn't matter whether I was a stay-at-home mom or not a stay-at-home mom, whether my husband was here with me or at work, it does not matter. Don't call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. We are not that type of family. We don't even we may our child may possibly allegedly because we're gonna use that term loosely. How you doing, Darla? Welcome to the Chris Palace. We're gonna use that term loosely because we don't have proof of that. Okay, we don't have proof because we was not there when this alleged child was possibly conceived or not. Okay, um, so um, so one thing for sure is that you don't call. You know, y'all not that type of family, my Jazzy life. And if you're trying to ever get back with Chris, and I don't care if Chris don't get along with his sister or not, but I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I could tell about Chris's sister, Chris might not be talking to her today. He might not be talking to her tomorrow. But I'm gonna tell you something about Jazzy life. Blood is so much thicker than water, and that's what you need to understand. And I have a sneaking suspicion. The reason why Chris is not talking to his sister is because of you. Okay? This is just my opinion. I get the fact, I get the distinction to think, and I have reason to believe that you're the reason why Chris is not talking to his sister because you created a lot of mountains and a lot of molehills. And then the fact that you are so trifling that I'm sure Chris's family clowned him about being with you. How much y'all want to bet? Because Chris family, the way that, we have been clowning and then now, as more and more, as we begin to feel our way through this process or through this story, because it's exactly what it is, a story. We begin to feel our way through the story. We begin to start feeling out way more. And we are seeing that Chris is the problem. He is the number one person that everybody has an issue with. It seems like to us, his family has an issue with him. Okay. His baby mamas have issues with him. Okay. So he is the common denominator. Okay. He is the common denominator. denominator. So what we're not gonna do, and so what we also feeling out is that Chris's sister is a better person than he is. She seems like one of those housewives, and she seems like she one of them sisters that get up in her brother's face, and she lets him have it. When she sees something that she don't like or she feel like he's doing somebody's wrong, she's gonna speak up about it, which is why he don't tell her his business. Okay, and I believe he did tell her some things about my Jazzy life. And I believe Chris' sister told her to leave, told him to leave her alone because she doesn't sound like a good person. And she doesn't, and most importantly, she don't seem like the type of person that be good with children. Hello. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's what I feel. Chris will in time make up with his sister exactly, and Jasmine will be there in the next few years. Exactly. Jazz messing with the right ones because baby, her wig would be split. Exactly. That's right. Listen, I would try to stay out of it. I'm gonna tell you, me as a Taurus, I would try to stay out from my brothers. I mean, I have two brothers. I don't my brother that's underneath me, I just met him a little while ago. But I didn't get up in his business because I just met him. We didn't grow up together our whole lives, and neither did my other brother. Neither do I, and I'm the oldest. So I probably would have been something else. But because I am who I am, at this stage of my life, I'm not dealing with all that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have handled it at this stage at 50 years old. I'm not gonna be out there fighting in the streets, fighting my brother's baby mamas and or whoever he lays up with. I'm not getting ready. I wouldn't be doing all that. I'm telling you that right now. And I don't recommend Chris's sister to do that. I recommend Chris's sister to block my Jazzy life and change her damn number and act like my Jazzy life don't exist. See, that's how you play somebody like Jazzy life like that. Because she's not gonna do nothing, y'all. Because if you really if you wind up if you wind up going there with her, she ain't gonna do nothing but call the police on you. She that type of person. She just like live, y'all. Because whether she want to tell y'all something or not, she got more to lose. She got a lot to lose. And she'll mess around and lose custody of every one of them children. And them SSIs, alleged checks. And she'll mess around and lose that house, messing around with the real person, the right person, and lose all that YouTube revenue, the AdSense. She would lose all of that. And she would be mad at herself. And she'll be trying to fight herself and swing at herself in the mirror. That's exactly what she'll be doing. And so that's why I wouldn't play with her. That's why I wouldn't play. That's why I would just go ahead and change my number and ignore her and know and let my Jazzy know, life know without telling her that we don't exist. I wouldn't even give my brother my number, my new number, until he got some damn act right. And he probably wouldn't have my new number until he stopped dealing with her. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. And at that point, but he wouldn't know how to get in contact with me, but she wouldn't. Okay. Jazz is lazy, mental, unstable, abusive loser, abuse, AB, who uses women and leaves babies all over the place. Place A, user, and abuse. All right. Y'all know we can't say that word, that whole word. So I have to say AB. Um, or oos. Okay. We all got the family members that drive us nuts, but in time we resolve it. Exactly. Exactly. And that's all you can do. And with somebody like my Jazzy life, you just change your number. You don't keep going through all these changes with her. And if she keep calling, Then you start pressing charges. See, I wouldn't play with her like that. She'll know. She'd be like, man, I can't play with your sister like that. Your sister ain't no joke. And see, I wouldn't. My back in the day, I would have whooped her. You know what, right? But when you get older and grown, when you start hitting them 50 ages, 50-year ages, more, you're not getting ready to do all that. At least I'm not. I'm not getting ready to be out fighting out here in the streets. You know how dumb I would look out here fighting in the streets? No, I'm just gonna call the police on you. I'm gonna make you look really stupid to your white neighbors. Because remember, she was talking about her white neighbors and how they don't have hardly had no black people around and this and that. And you know, you gotta hit people where it hurts. See, I would have my daddy's life arrested at them children's schools. See, I wouldn't play with her. I would have her looking so doggone illy formed, the illy formed person that she is. I would show it. I would show all of that. And by the time she got done with me, see, y'all don't know something. And then I would get a lawyer, and then I would have me a lawyer, and I would press every charge. I would sue her. She wouldn't have no check. She wouldn't have no way to get no money, and I wouldn't give a damn what my brother was talking about. Because see, I didn't. He already knew how I get down. If he had any sense, he already knew how I got down, and he should have had her together. And then since he don't want to get her together, uh, I would engage him on that, on getting my judge life together. And if Cheryl got something to say, and if Cheryl try to do some stuff with the government, I have her job too, because I will have her check for looking up my information. Because you know, if she worked for state, all that stuff that she had on Asia or whatever, allegedly, because I don't know if that stuff is even true, because that might have been just a drunk running off at their mouth. I would have, if I was Asia, I would have, because she wasn't supposed to be telling nobody this stuff. Let's say it's true, y'all. I would have called her boss and had her fired real fast. My Cheryl would have been fired. My Jazzy Life would have been fired from YouTube. Okay, and Cheryl will be fired too from her job. And she already want to take off because she got bad knees. So let me help you. You know what I'm saying? Let me help you take off. Since you want to take off, I'm gonna help you take off. See, I wouldn't play with them. That's the best way that you get back at somebody. You don't have to do, and you're not lying either, because she shouldn't have had age information like that. So it ain't like she's lying. It ain't like she's scheming. It ain't like you stalking somebody. You are just backing people up off of you and making them leave you alone. Because that's harassment. Because her calling her at that time in the morning is harassment, y'all. Okay? Because did she call my Jazzy Life? No. All she did was jump on that girl's live and say whatever she said. And she made it abundantly clear she didn't have nothing to say to my Jazzy Life. So if I tell somebody I don't want to talk to them, don't call me. If you do anything otherwise than that, that is considered stalking. Okay? So, Jasmine, keep playing. And I have a feeling she's just letting you live because of that. I can say, Boost. Um, no, YouTube has a policy, pineapple, that you can't say. You can type it, but they have said some. I read something in policy when I got monetized. It said something about we can't use the word. We can't use that word. So I don't want them to mess up my stuff because I'm saying it. So I just say it. It's a bad word for YouTube. Yeah. Okay, my neighbor hood is such a mixed mash of different races of people from different countries. I don't even think about color that they are. I know, girl. Shoot, I got a melting pot too over here where I'm at, but this a different type of people. Um, they are more into doing what they do, their job. They are nosy though. I ain't gonna lie. I told you white people over here are nosy. But at the end of the day, people do kind of mind their own business for the most part, unless if you just go outside and say help, then they'll try to help you. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you don't say nothing, then they ain't gonna bother you. Or sometimes they be like, "What are you doing?" Okay, okay, listen to
I'm
it.
like, damn, my nigga did tell me so. Chris said he nigga told me so about you. And because I'm the type of person, I gave people.
You just saying that. And let me tell you something. One thing I do know about brother and sister, sometimes when siblings pillow talk, this is something I learned about my children. Sometimes they'll be just temporarily mad at that person and they'll say something bad about that person. That's why you can't judge that. That's why I don't judge people when they talk about their siblings, right? I don't take that word because that's just in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever take, like, my husband has siblings, right? And he don't talk about his siblings negative, for the record, right? But I'm sure if he were to ever come to me and say, well, my sibling blah 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 did this and that and whatever, you know what I mean, I wouldn't hold no water on that. The first thing out my mind is you need to work that out. That's gonna be the first thing I say. Even with friends to a degree, depending on what type of friends. If they've like been friends for a very long, if he's had a friend that he's been friends with for a very long time, then you know what I'm gonna say. Y'all need to work that out. You know what I mean? Y'all need to talk because they don't make no sense. You know what I mean? And that's what you do as a girlfriend. That's how I know. That's the second thing you don't understand about being a wife or a girlfriend or a person that somebody a long-term person in somebody's life. That's something that you don't understand and you have no idea, love, because that's not what you do. You don't kiki with them, you don't laugh. And if you do laugh, you may laugh temporarily for 5 seconds. And after that 5 second rule, you go back and say, you need to work that out. That's not what you do, my Jazzy life. So you think that's funny?
A benefit out. I'd be like, oh no, because these people are, that's family and people just fall out, but then they'll come back. No.
You don't know nothing about that because you didn't really have siblings, because you backstab your siblings. You left one sibling over to your grandma's house and then try to help your grandmother with that one sibling. Then you left that other sibling at your father and your mother's house. I mean, at your mother's house while you went to go live with Pimp and Phil, while your sibling was starving and your mother was running out there running in the streets. Where her boys? She be waiting for you. And girl, it get through. I'll be waiting. You can run the streets with your boys. Well, her red hats. Well, she was running the streets with her red hats. You had your hot tail over the pimp house, and your brother was over there starving. Per your father. Per your father said that. Okay, remember? Okay, let me read what's in these comments. We did have someone looking at property near me, but they asked me why people have animals and horses, etc., in their front yards. I said because the those are pastures and they live there. I mean, that was a dumb question, wasn't it? That wasn't a dumb question, Darla. I think that was a dumb question that they asked you. I'm sorry. How you doing, Tanya? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. How you doing, Mary? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. She's brain dead, exactly. Rose, exactly. We take care of each other and check on each other. That's probably the dumbest question I've heard somebody ask a neighbor that has a lot of animals. Of course, it's a ranch. What the hell? Well, whatever.
Oh, pick up your phone, Sierra. Pick up your phone. I hate a bitch that's like,
So you think you got permission to disrespect his sister? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that's right. Cause that's the type of relationship you and Chris got. So y'all have permission because he disrespects his sister. You think you got permission? Oh, okay. Or they disrespect each other? Okay. Just because Chris went off on your mama, on your mammy, you know what I'm saying? Or because Chris allegedly, you and Chris allegedly stole some money or some credit card information from your mama allegedly. Um, let's have that conversation. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, y'all? I forgot to do this here. I just came in punching and swinging, okay? Let me get out of this punching mode and go back to this here. All right, let's be clear about this. Make sure y'all know that right here is true. Copyright 107, 1976. This is why I can talk the stuff the way that I talk. Fair use, everything is fair use. And of course, everything that we say up in here, read that, is allegedly, okay? Get off my back. Boom, there we go, we're covered. And besides, it's already written before you even get to this video, it's already written, okay? Teleporting, aiding and meds. Oh, Lord, Mary. Mm-hmm. Mary, I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well also. Allegedly, alcohol. Okay. And everything we say up in here is allegedly. Okay. So my Jazzy life. So you think that that's okay? I wouldn't answer my phone, Chris's sister, because I have a feeling that you going to our channels. Okay. And if I were you, I would change my number. And if Chris want to get a hold of you, he can call one of y'all uncles and give the other family members your number. But don't give it to, but tell him don't give it to Chris. And if Chris want to meet you or want to talk to you about something really seriously, if you don't want to talk, okay, this is your thing. You don't want to talk to him about Legend. You don't want to talk to him since she don't want you to see Legend. You make sure she don't want you. She don't bring Legend. Don't bring a Legend around you. Okay, not until her and Chris are done with. Okay, what you say is you only give him an email. And if he emails you by chance, you don't want to talk about Legend. You don't want to talk about Jasmine. You don't want to talk about nothing in his life. If it's not important, then y'all don't really need to talk right now until he handle his business. And handling his business basically is not dealing with Jasmine because you don't want nothing to do with that. You're a happily married woman and you don't want him to know your business. You don't want him even talking to your husband at this point because your husband seems like the type of person that's not gonna get involved between you and the sister, unless he trip, unless Chris try to come over there and try to do something crazy and outrageous towards you. But if I was you, me and my brother wouldn't have much to say to each other unless it's important. I'm just gonna be honest.
see, you got me over here cussing. I talk about someone cuss. I hate a female that literally.
But Jasmine, you the same female that let Liv drag you all up and down these abusive AB streets. You're the one that sat up there and sat on that live and cried because Olivia wouldn't pick up her phone. You're the same person that cried because Chrissy wouldn't talk to you no more. They won't be your friend no more. You cried on live. You sit up there looking like an old punk. And it's not because you're sensitive. It's not because you care about people. No, it's not because you got a good heart. It's because you are a stone cold mountain punk. How about that? So good to hear from you today. I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for asking. All right, Darla. Animals relax me. I have a deer, coyotes, turtles. What the heck you got over there? Turtles, squirrels in the front yard, backyard, get in the woods. I enjoy learning so much living here. Oh my goodness. Congratulations on your farm. You got an animal farm over there. Rose, I love sitting in the back deck with my cup of tea watching the deer playing. I'm I don't know. You would think I'm more of a naturist. I'm a nature on I like certain animals, yes. I like certain animals and certain animals I just want to watch on TV and learn about them in Documentaries.
Talk all this mess, but can't pick up the phone. Where was that energy when you popped up at my house? You know, it's
That was a long time ago on my Jazzy life. You should have did something to her then, but you didn't because you're a punk.
so funny because the same person. It's so crazy because first of all, bitch, all of our kids is your either niece or nephews.
Can I be honest with you, my Jazzy life? I don't think everybody feels the same way about that you do. I'm gonna tell you the truth, my Jazzy life, and this may hurt your feelings. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. Now, it might be. Let's say by chance that this is Chris' biological child. I don't know. Like you said, we wasn't there. We can't prove it was, and we can't prove it wasn't. Okay, but understand, it works both ways. It ain't just a situation where we can't prove that it was that it wasn't. We also, we can't either way because we wasn't there with you. You said that yourself. Okay, so by us not being there and not knowing the real situation and what happened with that, we gonna say that not everybody wants and this is going to really be really painful for you to understand, my Jazzy life, but sometimes with siblings and other family members, and even on down to grandmama, sometimes I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay, this is not how I feel, but this is what I see in a lot of families. Okay, if the baby mama is not acting right with the family, none of the family wants to deal with her. And unfortunately, the baby had to pay their price. Okay? Unfortunately, some grandparents, some not just grandparents, but some siblings, nieces, aunties, uncles, cousins, and etc. won't have nothing to do with that child because the baby mama doing too much. And you one of them baby mamas that do too much. And that's why Philip family didn't really talk to you. Only time Philip's family really dealt with you, because they number one, they felt sorry for you, and they will get the children stuff for school. They would get the children at the beginning of school year. They would get the children stuff for their birthdays, and they would get the children stuff for Xmas, right? And even probably Easter and different holiday functions or whatever. But that's all they wanted to do. They did not keep your children until Philip came home. Philip keep your children. They don't keep your children. Do you understand why? Because they don't want to deal with the children like that. They love the children, obviously, but they don't want to deal with them like that. And have you ever just thought about that is you? Have you ever thought about you being the problem? And that's what's happening now. None of the Chris's family, why you having a problem with her. And another thing you got to understand is this thing that you're doing with his sister. You don't think the aunts, the aunties, and the uncles and all these other family members not hearing about this? And do you understand this is part of the reason why they don't want to deal with you? And do you understand that they already know how Chris get down and they love him, but at the same time they don't want to deal with him like that? Do you understand that you're not really that baby mama because he has not introduced you to the family? You got to look at that, sister. His other baby mamas know his family, but you just know a sister. I want you to understand that.
You so damn sad. You're sad. Oh, you want to exclude my son? Girl, I don't give a fuck. You don't gotta ever know him. That don't phase me. Trust me. Um, because you're the one that was begging.
It does phase you, and she did try, but she done. And she might have begged you and said she want to have something to do with the child, but now she doesn't. She's over it. So why you tripping off? You tripping off of it? She not tripping off of it. She in bed with her man sleep, which you should have been done. You should be in bed with your man teleport. Okay. I have to be careful when I leave the house because of the various wildlife. I bought this house for quiet and knew that the deer and the animals would be in the backyard, allegedly pregnant and sitting in the hot tub. Exactly, well, girl, that's on her. Make sure y'all read that. 107 is what's letting me talk copyright. Of course, copyright 1976 allows the fair use for the purposes of criticism. Y'all know commentary and et cetera, et cetera. Y'all okay? Y'all know what it is. How you doing, Pammy? How you doing? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Okay. Do y'all think that these mamas have children for food stamps or SSI checks? I definitely think a lot of these mamas here on YouTube have children for SSI checks and food stamps. Then get views on YouTube with the kids that make money. I never see a mom, no love, and no hugs. My jazz life is perfect example of that. And Liv is definitely a person who has children for views, for sure, and replacement babies. She just want about it's about control with her. Yep, 1976 act. That's what it is. All right. What parent would know getting pregnant, their child would be delayed? She's doing it purposely to get SSI check. Probably slowing them down to do that. We have miniature donkeys to protect the big donkeys from coyotes. They will kick the blank out of them. Okay. How you doing, Sharon? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Okay.
To see him. Y'all, please let me see him. Okay. All right. Bet, bro. Bet. So pick up the phone. You sit here talking all this hot ish. Pick up the phone. Like, who does that? Who talk mess in the chat? Like, you're so messy. Your own brother said you was messy. You're messy. You're
Okay. And she probably very well is messy. So what? So what? That's still his sister. And she probably every time he got a girlfriend, she probably busting him out. So what? So what though? What that mean? What you gonna do about her being messy? So you just gonna call her and be like, "Oh, pick up the phone, pick up the phone." Does that make you a big girl? Does that make you big and bad, my jazzy life? Are you that girl? So you're gonna fight her because she was in Medusa's chat? That's what it's really about, y'all. She just mad because she was in Medusa's chat. I would be over there. Let her. Ooh, if I wouldn't even talk. Like, to be honest with you, if I had met my brother and he had a child with her, I would be like, hey, and I would just kind of keep it moving. I still react on her. I'd be like, I'm reacting on her, right? Shoot. If I showed up, that would be so funny. If I had showed up and that was my long lost brother, and I had showed up, or if Chris was my long lost brother and I had showed up, I'd be like, yeah, nice to meet you. I'll be like, yeah. He'd be like, you can come on, my girl. I'll be like, nah, I'll meet you somewhere else. I don't do rugs. Uh-uh. They are for YouTube clicks and views and SSI checks. She's a danger to others and to herself. Jazz should be proud, be glad someone wants to deal with the baby hellraiser outside of herself. She don't know it. She obviously don't want to deal with that child now. That was back when. That's probably was last year, y'all.
messy. Pick up the phone. I called her for 4 times and she kept she it rang and she pressed ignore. I hit like bitch.
Okay, so that tells you she don't want to be bothered. You don't get that? So that means she don't want to be bothered. That means you're a waste of sperm to her, girl, currently.
Be about it. Pick up. Call me back.
Why does she need to call you back at 3 something in the morning time? Like nobody else got something to do with their life. You're the only person that don't have your children because they're you and Olivia there. You got your children over to your baby father's house because you're like overwhelmed and you can't even handle that one bam bam that's there with you.
So sad. It's so sad. The video already went up. The video went up this morning for today. I had already scheduled my video out. Pick up the phone, pick up the phone, pick up your phone, pick it up. Stop playing games and pick up your phone. No, bro, pick up the phone.
You're a stalker. What don't you know what no means no, my jazzy life? You never heard of that? So you're gonna violate her after she said no? She hit decline, my jazzy life. If a person hits decline, that means they don't want to talk. No means no, my jazzy life.
Like the same. woman that you're defending that I guess befriended a person that was harassing us. You came to my house crying and upset because that person posted your kid. You was such a hypocrite. Oh my God. That person posted your kids online and you was just so upset and you felt like if you reached out to them, things would be good. And then they just start dragging you and start posting all your information. The other one better be careful. Like you is so just dumb. Girl, pick
I
up.
told my dad's life, you can never call nobody dumb. Never. Nobody in your life. You can't even call a turtle dumb. Nobody's more dumber than you, my Jazzy life. Not one person. Not one person, my Jazzy life. Nobody is dumber than you. Can you please say with me? Say I'm Jazzy life and nobody's dumber than I am.
Your phone. And I don't care what your brother say. I know he told me not to call you. Look, her, don't worry about her. Bitch, pick up the phone. We need to pick.
You know why she not listening to him, y'all? Because they not together. Some kids are really born with issues. Jason chooses to delay her children to keep them slow. She definitely does that, Sharon. Sharon Jazz is delayed and her brother is delayed, so naturally her kids are delayed as well. I think it's in the genes. Oh Lord, y'all. No comment. No comment. Pineapples. Well, please express.
Pick up the phone. ATX Patty, pick it up. You want to talk mess on social media? So pick up your phone and say it to my face. Just pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. And
Somebody need to take that teleport away from her.
she watches me. So it's just like, might as well go live. And she see, she awake. Trust me, she awake. I know she awake. And then it's just so funny. It's so hilarious.
Jasmine, why you doing all this breathing, girl? You must be on your well. You must have your fin out.
Lord Jesus.
What? She's just picking up a Bible.
It's so funny. Which, like I said, people talk about she don't give a fuck about legend. Girl, if only you knew. I want to be in his life because I was never in the other kid's life. So I want to be. Oh, can I get legend? You just gonna
But what you don't understand now is now she will be in the other children's life. Thank you, thank you. So you're just mad because now they're gonna all start talking, and she's gonna actually be in the other children's lives, and she will be actually an auntie to those children. She just won't be an auntie to your one. Congratulations, you have.
let Chris not let me get him. All that bullshit. And I'm not even gonna be disrespectful and talk about other stuff, but there was reasons. But it's cool. It's so cool, fam. Look, I want you to pick up the phone. I just hate that energy that you had. You didn't have when you came to my house. It was just like, oh, and the police when they came, it's because she was honestly, I feel like she called police. Let me be realistic. I feel like she called police. I want to break it down to y'all what happened. She came, she was talking, let's just throw the names out there. She was crying about Flo, the YouTuber. At this point, I didn't know who she was. And she's like, she tags you all the time. I said, girl, I get tags. I don't get notifications like that. I don't look tag notifications. And that's when I finally found out who the person was. She called me, just child, I'm over here thinking that she's trying to rekindle something with her brother and be cool and stuff. And you chill. Like I said, I told y'all, I told her that I missed her. I missed her presence. Oh, child. Then she came to the house because he hung up in her face. Because of the stupid shit. And then all of a sudden, so I said what we said. I already told y'all that part. And then he made her get out the house, kicking and screaming, and kicking the door, whatever the hell she was doing. She said she didn't call the police, but let's be real. She said it was a neighbor. I didn't believe that.
Well, Jesse, like you just said that the people had been stalking you and had been calling CPS and all this other type of stuff. Now you said it's Chris' sister. Which one is it? Will you make up your mind? Hey, happy, welcome to the Crystal Palace. Wine glass got Jazz beat. What she do? What did Wine glass do, y'all? Jazz is itching for a AB. For someone who was crying last week about people driving by, she asking someone now to step to her. Her math ain't math, and exactly. Jazz, scary, a quick dialed popos. Who wants crying legend? Not me. Sure, in a minute she gonna pretend somebody after her again. Exactly. Everybody hates Jasmine. Right, Rose. He is such an angry little baby. He's definitely angry. Rose, you can imagine trying to co-parent with Jazz or Liv. Shoot, I wouldn't. I'd be like, you can have the baby. Wait till the baby turns 16. I'll talk to you. Just playing. No, I would take custody. I wouldn't. We would get them rights terminated. Hey, y'all. If I was his sister, I would meet his bees at the HEB and drag her down every hour. Yeah, y'all. Nah, shoot. I wouldn't be meeting that beast, that monster. How you doing, Happy? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. I wouldn't be doing none of this stuff. I wouldn't give a damn. Her anger is never directed toward the right people. She lets Liv and Chrissy drag her, and she won't. So said about it, but she has so much energy for Chris' sister. Weird. It is definitely weird. Jazz is the problems. Jazz is the problem. Seems Medusa and Lakenya work together to co-parent exactly. Live another problem. Gerard would love to co-parent. Exactly. Live another problem. Yep. For someone who was crying last week about right. Okay, I read that. Hey, Passion. I thought this family never saw that child. Wasn't she the friend? Yeah, she's supposed to be the sister. Well, she's Chris's sister, but she don't have nothing. That's the only person that seen Legendary was her. Hey, Tea Time. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Jazz worst parents, no love. Live and Jazz worst parents, no love. Social skills. Those kids need daycare. Yeah, I didn't like how aggressive. I don't know if y'all peeped how aggressive Liv was for her children. Every time her children come over for the weekend, she try to act like she happy, but she seemed like she angry too. She seemed like she has a lot of anger for those her the Web 3. Um, how you doing, Passion? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Wine glass is way slower than Jazz. Oh yeah, she is really slow though. Yeah, I ain't gonna front. Oh, I thought I had press play.
I don't give a damn. I don't care. I feel like it was her still to this day. And she know why I feel like it was her. She know that I ain't gotta put all that business, put all that shit out, but you know why. So, sis, um, we got into it multiple times. She's threatened me and stuff like that. And that's that. I think that's when I kind of just fell off. But I'm the type of person I forgive, but I don't forget. And so, like I told y'all, I was really considering forgiving her. I was considering forgiving her and stuff like that. But
My Jazzy life, are you going through puberty? Why your voice always changing like that? Your voice always changing. You go from a feminine voice to a male voice, or a male voice to a feminine voice. Are you okay, girl? That's what I need to know. Cause your voice show changed, and it's borderline scary. I feel like I'm talking to a man.
um, don't ask, sis. Oh, child. I sit here and I'm reading these messages that I'm getting. And let's be y'all. I don't know who the hell told y'all that I'm jealous of any child. I am blessed with my children. I am happy that I have.
If you are blessed, then why you need a break? Why are you always overwhelmed? Every year, every damn year, you get over damn whelmed. You was overwhelmed in the summertime. You was overwhelmed during last year's school. You was overwhelmed for it since you had your children. You yell at your children. You curse them out. You hit them, and don't say you hit them because we heard you say you hit them. And Olivia will be talking about you want to pow pow pow. That means hit. Okay. Y'all both are abusive. AB, both y'all are nasty Tartarians. Okay. You know what a Tartarian is? A tart. Okay. You're a whore nation, right? So we're not gonna act like this is like logical, like any of this makes any sense. At this point in time, we don't care about Chris is coming over there to curse you out. At this point, she need to. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, she should go off on you. As far as I'm concerned, if she didn't go off on you, I would look at her like she was crazy. Because you doing the most. And she probably should curse you out. She probably should go off on you. She probably should change her number, hang up on you, and call you dog face. At this point in time, I don't care what she says to you. Nothing she says to you, I think is outrageous. At this point, even if she says something about her brother, I don't even think that's outrageous. At the end of the day, blood is thicker than water. Chris is gonna eventually make up with his sister at the end of the day, and it's nothing that you can ever do about that. She don't want to have a relationship with Legend. She really don't care. She tried, it didn't work. It's over. She done went off on you to your face. You're a punk. You sat there like a fool.
Have my 5 kids. My 4 by their daddy. I have 1 by Chris. I am happy for my kid.
No, you are not. um, Stationary. Damn, you call them stationary, Sharon. Stationary is just a replica of all the screaming, yelling, hitting that child when has seen his whole life. I'm good, Nearly. How are you? How you doing, Nearly? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Okay, hit the like, everybody. She is not okay. She sure isn't. She is not okay. You're going to feel bad when the other kids are having family reunions with their aunt. And when the other family has a family reunion and you would never be invited because they already know you are crazy. She was overwhelmed when she had them all um ABs. She is jealous of Paris for some odd reason because that's Chris' only girl so far. We tried to tell my brother about the witch that he married to after 32 years of marriage. She severed him. She served him with divorce papers on his birthday. She got the house and half of his retirement life savings. I'm trying to tell you, you better listen. Listen to a sound here in my voice. A melody has started. Oh, I'm finally free. Listen to what I have to say. Cause Chris is gonna take the legendary away. Oh, don't believe in you. You don't know what I feel. You're on to your own, on to your own. Listen to the sound. I ain't gonna sing, y'all. I'm gonna leave it alone. I can't. I can't. My voice ain't all the way back. I can't do it like I want to. Flo, get her. Uh. Girl, calm down. Listen now. These people better start listening. I'm trying to tell you. When they give these little ratty tat 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 pooey kids, women and men, and then when they be sitting there alone, and girl, I wish I can. My voice is not all the way back yet. I can't really want to sing, but But when I'm in my head, when I'm in the shower, I can sing that song, but I can't sing in my own voice. I can't sound like Beyonce, of course, but I sound okay for me. Jazz needs structure. She has no clue. She sure don't. Tell me you're up at 3 a.m. without telling me you're up at 3 a.m. without a little something something. This is not going to hurt the aunt. It's going to hurt Stinker. Nobody wins when the family feuds. Ain't that what Jay Z said? I come here for the singing. I know, Tanya, girl. I don't have no voice no more. My voice is. I mean, I'm working. My voice is coming back, but it's not back all the way.
So for the ones that sit here and try to make it seem like uh I'm jealous of somebody else's kid because they had a little girl, what kind of parent is jealous of another child? Baby,
No. You're that parent. You're that parent girl. Yes, you are.
child, fix yourself. Fix your mind, child.
I was thinking the same thing when it came to you, girl. I was thinking the same thing. But, hey, too late. You have gone into your own idokanikasi booty doody sooty.
That's so immature.
I thought the same thing when I saw how jealous you was of Paris, girl. I said, why is she jealous of this kid? I thought the same thing. Listen, I'm alone. File you gave to me, but now I'm not gonna find my own till you have listened. There's someone here left inside.
Mm.
My voice, I can't get it.
Oh God, it's so sad. You think I'm jealous of a child? How dare you? How dare
That's the
you?
girl.
But
That's the same thing I thought. I was like, why is she jealous of this beautiful little girl? She got her own little beautiful little girls. Oh, I forgot. They not by Philip though. I mean, they only by Philip. They not by Chris. Okay,
back to you.
that's right.
Pick up the phone, sis. I called you several times. Like,
She's not wanting to talk to you, silly behind.
pick it up. Or like, the energy, how you just popped up at the house that day and you was just like, oh my God, y'all know who pop up, you know where I live. I know where you live. Cause trust me, I was
She probably don't want to go back over to your house because it probably was stinking and you probably had bugs galore back then. The bugs was probably really out of control. Now you probably got little road, little rug, little bugs. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably got rid of them just for a second and they probably started back because we know that you're not really cleaning up now that Chris is not there. You start trying to clean up a little more to bring him back around because he was complaining. And I'm sure back then when the sister popped up allegedly at your house, I'm sure that the house was probably filthy, disgusting, and stingy. I'm sure she probably told you to clean this stuff up right now, you little trifling trick. Um, but I do believe that what's happening right now with you, ma'am, is that eventually since Chris not there, you probably got a little couple of bugs here and there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard. Now I don't know how true that is, my jazz life, but you might wanna get your house clean before you start keep inviting people there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Chris don't want to be there because you got too many roaches. Allegedly.
it was I was so close to be like, so what's your fucking problem? Like y'all want me to be real? I was about to say,
No, because we never expect you to be real, my jazzy life. Since when have you ever been real? Besides, only time you've been really real and disgustingly real, by the way, and I wish you would take that real back, is when you set your stinking butt on that toilet and took a doo doo and did not wash your hands. Let's talk about them nails, girl. Why didn't you wash your hands? I don't know if that was doo doo. Flo got that on her page. I don't know if it was boo boo or if it was tomatoes or if it was guacamole or if it was I don't know, some kind of dressing, or you just was not washing your hands and you was touching on something. Maybe you changed legendary diaper and you forgot something. I don't know. But either way, you need to wash your damn hands. And you know you can actually, I'm gonna show you the back of my nails. You well, y'all seen it. You know you can actually take a brush. My dad's like, all you gotta do is buy like a little brush. It could be a little toothbrush, or it could be like a manicure brush. And just when you brush your nails, when you wash your hands, you could just take that brush and put some soap in them and just wash in between your nails. And that way, that would ensure that you don't have allegedly boo boo or tomatoes or guacamole or lettuce or something type of brown, greenish type of material in between your nails or goo. You know, I'm just saying. Let's try talking about it here. There we go. Jazz needs to know what is boundaries. No, she don't know. Nearly, she don't know what boundaries are. She need to because she don't know. Hit the like, even the bush people. Even the bush people. Nice chat. Thank you so much. You feel better soon. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I just don't have my voice all the way back yet. I'm mad about that. When Stinker grows up and watch his siblings and are going to see the father and the father's family, he will feel the pain. Yep. Hip's going to make up with his sister siblings always do. Yep, exactly. Why does the sound why does she sound like this? I'm going to be nice, but she is trippy. Now, Lily. But Jazz doesn't value family. Look how she treats her mom exactly. Now, none of these hoes value their family. Not even Olivia. Ordinary doesn't even know he's alive. How can you even? I mean, how can you, when nothing changes in your life, wearing the same clothes for 18 months? This is how we know. This is how we know we she wasn't reading her Bible. Exactly. That's what I said earlier. You should right, right. But she refuses. She not getting ready to pray, girl. That's all. That's all cap, as that's what young people say. Slow to anger and forgive people, girl. She don't know nothing about that. Um, see, Hannah Smart. Taxes coming and they will win now. I would be like, Jasmine, you're not claiming them children on taxes. She probably will let them claim some children. Cheryl probably gonna claim some, and Philip probably gonna claim some, and she's gonna insist that Philip give her some of them baby tax money, and I wouldn't, because Philip have most of the time anyway. Kayla is wearing the same dress from 3 Christmas ago now. Looking like a Japanese animated character this year. Yeah, because she let her wear the she wear not what see but these women, these little girls be letting these little girls wear shorts, skirts and pants and shorts that are too short for them because they trying to make them grow up faster than what they are. I don't think it's by accident, allegedly. I am happy that her mother is no longer mess with her. Me too. She probably doing occasional little stuff, but not for real. Sharing to the corner. Yeah, for real though. I know exactly what she's talking about. I mean, she do look like that though. Them dresses do be looking like that though. I ain't gonna lie. Jazz still goes over to her mom's house for Thanksgiving and Xmas. Your mom, a mom of five, why not cook a dinner for your family at home? It's immature and childish to go depend on the mamas your mama at your age. 10 kids, Philip, admit getting no taxes. He's stupid. Pine her and live still sad get crazy happy. Cheryl doesn't mess with her after those community docs, Florida. Flo. I mean, yeah, Flo. Yeah, Flo. I remember that about the blank oos. Cheryl was embarrassed. Cheryl and her child's father was embarrassed. Both of them. I definitely believe that. Now I know they was embarrassed by that. You could tell you can tell they was operating. Maybe him and Chris will spit those taxes up. Cause Jazz dumb a right. I know you talking about.
What it pop up to your house and say, "What the fuck is your problem?" Oh, you're mad because y'all are having an argument. Okay, okay. And you decided you wanted to be petty. I don't like you, girl. I'm over here just thinking about everything.
Why though? Don't you got other things to be thinking about? Don't you got love on the brain?
Oh, child. It's always something. You know what? I don't give a fuck right now. I just hate whenever it's like, oh, it just disgusts me, girl. You would never, I could never, this shows your true colors. And I feel like honestly, this you would do something and hurt my child. So you would never be able to see Legend again.
We don't. I wouldn't listen. You's dumb. I would tell you f you and I don't say it, but my dad's like I would tell you forget you. I really would. I'd be like I wrote a song about it. F you, so f you. A girl that I knew say F you and a F you. I'm just saying, girl. I would not care. You crazy as hell. I would tell you something.
Yeah. I hate to be like that. I never want to be like that with any family member. But I
Your mama took you back, didn't she? A little bit.
feel like when a family member
Still not feeling you, but she took you back because that's still your mama.
take it and they do say hateful shit and do hateful shit, I feel like you would try to hurt my child.
Girl, your child, anybody, your child is bam bam. Ain't nobody finna hurt that little boy. And I wouldn't, you saying all this, I'd be like, cool. So you better pray that nothing happens where she has to keep your child. Because if I was her, I wouldn't care what was happening. I don't care if something happened to you or something happened to my brother. I don't care what happened. I would have nothing to do with that little boy. I would never watch him ever. Never. Nobody could pay me. You can't even give me $1 million. I wouldn't even watch that little boy ever. If I was her, she better not. Chris's sister, Sierra, you better not watch that little boy. You better not ever watch him because she's gonna try to say you did something to him. You better not watch him. Happy they're both behind on child support, so their taxes are gone. She was really mad because daddy gone and he ain't never coming back exactly. So Philip get her stamps and SSI checks since he has them most of the time. I don't know. I doubt that Rose have they been there for almost a month. Haven't they been there almost a month yet? The only person hurting those kids is her. Their hair shows it. Looking like my Barbies when my brother cut their hair back in the day. Sure, coming, keep coming, keep coming. Girl, you made me slop. I'm laughing so hard. Those miss their bedrooms and toys since she's on break. She's sick. This says everything about you are not his sister. It's time to open your eyes and get help. The common denominator is Jazz, Chrissy, Liv, Gotti, Chris, Cheryl, and sister, and etc. And her brother, and my Jazzy Life's brother. And my Jazzy Life's father. You forgot to put them up there. And the girl named Tiara that be in her chat and her mods. What mother gets those long braids? Apparently her. She not raised. They're not even braids no more. They just she don't have her children. Let's just be honest. I never heard of a mom needing so many breaks with their children. Hope kids eat good without her crap food cooking.
So yeah, y'all can say what y'all want to say. I seen the comments saying that it she don't care about him. Yeah. Okay. But she what? She was in was a chat like the widow she is all alone because no one wants her or the who? Her or that boy. What boy? It's what's funny is y'all think that these people, these women, just gonna sit here and tell y'all my current life. Ooh. Oh yeah. So Sierra, I know you told Chris that you wanted to meet up, and he said no. But I'll meet up with you. What's up? We can meet up. You want to talk? We can talk. You want to meet up?
Well, that's her brother, so it makes sense that she would tell her brother she want to meet up with him because she's trying to talk some sense to him and tell him to stop using you. Probably, she probably want to say, "Hey, stop using her," because that girl is crazy, and she probably found out about how crazy you really are because you're displaying it right now. You're acting very manic.
I mean, you know where I live. You can come to my house or whatever you want to do. So, um, yeah. She said, "Why did I run crying to Chris? I didn't run crying to no fucking body. You go to bed. You go to bed.
No, you first.
Go to bed.
See, another thing I think Philip got them children too because my Jazzy Life can't wake up in time and they probably be missing that bus and my Jazzy Life have to keep on rushing out to go take them to the bus stop because she be making them miss the bus. And furthermore, the children should be walking to the bus stop in the first place. You should get up and take them along with Legendary. And Legendary should never be left at home by himself. I'm just saying for the record, my Jazzy Life. But you don't want to have that real conversation because it's alleged that you be leaving the baby there by himself while you take the children. My brother threw my Barbies off the roof when we lived in Hawaii. I'm so glad I didn't grow up with no little brother. I would have been mad he threw my damn Barbies off the roof. It's gonna lose stink. Let's see. She's gonna lose stink too. The videos proves that she's aggressive. She's definitely aggressive. My brother took some of my heads off my Barbie dolls and hid them. See, y'all, some of this stuff I've never gone through. I was the only child raised in my family. I told y'all, I didn't find out about my siblings until later on. But I'm telling you that I didn't go through all that. I'd have been really mad. I'd have been fighting. That would have made me really violent. I'm so glad that I didn't have to go through y'all, nobody snatching my Barbie dolls and my Tonka trucks because I had both. My father would buy me Tonka trucks and I would pull my Barbie dolls. They were better trucks to drive anyway with your Barbie dolls. I'm trying to tell y'all because them little Barbie cars they didn't really last long. But my father would give me them heavy duty trucks that the little boys be having. They be putting their action figures in. I would put my Barbie dolls in those. And then I would get me G.I. Joe too. And my G.I. Joe, because Kim was a punk. So my G.I. Joe will be dating Barbie. Mm-mm. I know that was a lot to say. Um, you jazz hips don't do not want you. He didn't want legend. Stop playing big dumb dummy. Jason didn't throw her kids off the roof. Um, that would take effort. She'll need a sponsor letter. A sponsored letter. He's stupid. Facts, huh? I paid him back and made him eat everything I cooked in my easy bake oven. That part was good to him, unless you burned it. My Barbie hated Ken, but made him have a midget. I hope they are worth money. I hated Ken, man. I got a real Skipper. Yeah, I had Skipper. I had Ken. I did have all of them, but none of my dolls would mate with Ken. We just used to punk Ken. We used to make him go get the car. Me and all my GI Joe, me and the Snake over and all that. We used to make Ken go get our cars. Ken was like our gopher. Yes, an original midget is valuable. Jazz has too many male chromosomes. Exactly. She always want to fight somebody. She always want to fight somebody, and her voice always get deep. I had Tonka trucks too. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. My Worry Dolls rolled in my Tonka trucks. Jazz, if you continue to show this behavior, your social worker will be called again. It's concerning that Slinka is with a violent mother that has recently admitted that she's not well mentally. Exactly. She's always overwhelmed and she has to self care with mental health. She doesn't want to wake a legend up because she is too lazy. She doesn't want him up that early. This way she can go back to sleep in her own twin bed that she tried to squeeze Chris on, and he started to sleep. That's why his excuse was for him to sleep on the couch because he really didn't want to sleep with her in the first place. Even if the bed would fit, he didn't want to sleep with her. These kids get nothing unless it's from Five Below, $5 Dukes. That's funny. I asked every year for an easy bake oven and never got it. I did get a easy bake oven. I did though. I try to put some. I did try to make. I did make different things in there. But I got tired of that. My mom was like, "Well," I was like, "Mom, can I just use your big stove?" Stinker is more violent than Jazz. Stinker will be her corner. She breathing with them nostrils.
Why you feel like you have to explain yourself? You know, who said that? I'll so I know you're like, why you gotta explain yourself? It's not even explaining myself. It's like stop acting fake on the internet and lying. I hate that, bro. People be like, oh, don't. First of all, I can do what I want. I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna be real with y'all. I can do what I want. This my
Okay, yeah, and she heard that from she got I can do what I want. I forgot where she got that from, but I seen that. I know she got that from somebody on TikTok. I remember that, and that's where she got that. I can do what I want. So it's like, B, do what you want, then.
my page. I don't give a fuck about his baby mama, whatever. Who gives a fuck? But you, like you, you talking shit in comment sections and whatever the hell. Like you is a hypocrite. Like you, bro. You is crazy. You was just
She didn't really say anything other than she have a problem with you posting children or whatever, and that's the problem she have or whatever she said. I mean, she didn't say nothing that bad. I mean, come on, Jasmine. Nobody's afraid of you. Nobody's afraid of you. We're not afraid of you over here because we're not finna see. We would never meet you in person. And girl, you know, I mean, I would never go down to Texas to go and visit you. I don't want to. I really don't want to know where you live at. But you the one that posted your address. Let's be clear about that. You want to put all your business and information out there, which is why everybody knows where you live at. Okay. You the one that's always trying to fight people at HEB. It's just silly, girl. Don't nobody want to fight your little manly self. I don't fight sumo wrestlers. I've learned as an adult, one of the best relationships you can have is with your brother. Yep. I bought my nephew a bunch of little collectible NASCARs, and he got so mad when his friend took them out of the packages. He was 6 years old and said that they were not toys. Twin bed, yeah, exactly. When these mamas have no idea that their kids will come back at them. Live Jazz, Chrissy, Nakia, just wait. Passion, I have love, hate relationship with my brother. He unfriends me on Facebook for football jokes. For a football joke, big baby. That sound like a good relationship, darling. Um, keep talking, Jazz. Everybody has your address. and this behavior is concerning, it's people who are generally concerned about stinker. Girl, she does this does raise some eyebrows, right? Especially hers. Well, at least one of her eyebrows. Um, one her one arm is bigger than the than her whole body. No, dollar, not over football.
You was at my house crying about a bitch talking about your kids, and then at the same time you gonna jump in the chat and talk about your girl, girl, miss me. Talk about your own nephew. Okay, well he ain't true. Y'all might have the same blood, but bitch, he will never know you. If you ever ask when he get older, no, you don't have no aunt. I don't know who she is.
I'm sure she act like the girl is like, oh, legendary. I want my nephew. I want my nephew. Nobody cares. That bed had a weight limit of one on them. Super, and one of them supersedes it by themselves, let alone two heavy weight champions sleeping on the rent a bed. And girl that I know, and I say, F you and
Period. Point blank. Period. You you ain't gonna be happy till someone dog walk me. Oh, okay. Tell up, pull 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 up. What else y'all saying? Tell her pick up the phone. Just ignore her. It's easier said than done, but it's just like I feel like that's so weak. Like I feel like people that do this is weak minded. Like she's just so like you talk a big game on the internet. It's crazy because like I just see it. I don't want to laugh because the shit is fucked up. Like I don't agree to people talking about people kids, and she know that. But then you turn around and the same people that talked about your kids, you think it's okay for them to talk about mine because it make you feel better. You can be seen now because you defending his other baby mama. Oh, girl, I don't give a fuck.
yes, you do, Jasmine, which is why you make this video. Um, he's 35 and now he has collection. I bought him and he is saving it for his new baby. Oh, that's so sweet. Passion, we take sports serious in my family, and he's for the rivalry team. Um, this behavior is not acceptable for someone trying to conduct business on this app. Clear this negative energy. She is involving violence to pull up at her house. Mother of the year, exactly. Save all the Mickey D's Happy Meals toys. Not a revival, not a rival team, not a rival team. Darla, yep. Darla don't play. They be like, look, we supposed to be, we family, we supposed to be on the same daggone team. Now you trying to go and like somebody else. We like the Bronco Bills or whatever, and you like some other sports. Y'all know I like y'all know my favorite sports, and well, it's entertainment. Is what I love wrestling. What I love, especially back in the day, like when it was into the roids. I'm sorry, I know it's bad, but we call it wrestling. We call it wrestling. That wrestling. Oh boy, y'all, I'm going to end this live in a few minutes, and then I'm gonna come back probably later on, cause my God, my just life is taking too long to get to. She still ain't on 15 minutes. She just blapping them gums, thinking somebody's supposed to be afraid of her, and it is the funniest and damnedest thing. I said, well, my Jazzy, like, why would you think somebody's supposed to be afraid of you? And y'all, I'll be honest with y'all the only ones that's keeping me awake up in here, because my Jazzy life is putting me to sleep because she is really sounding really dumb. You know what I mean? She just sounds dumb to me. And I'm like, come on, my Jazzy, like, are you serious?
No one wants to feel, girl. Like,
You hear them children in the background, they coughing and hacking. No one cares to pull up to Jasmine. Jazz, who cares? Pine, I love my big sports obsessed family. I know you do. Darla, you know North Carolina don't play about sports. I know, especially in Texas, it's God and football. Girl, I wore not to the North Carolina state game, girl. I know your whole family disowned you, girl. What you expect? Jazz, no one cares. My son is a big sports fanatic, so I understand, Darla. Me too. Uh, Jason just will only allow the carrying place to pull up at her. The carrying place to pull up at her house. I'm supposed to be expecting my purse, and my purse still ain't arrived. They're not getting ready to deliver my purse. You know. One time I was waiting on them to deliver my stuff, and they delivered my stuff at like 10:30. That was crazy to me. UPS be tripping. They need to bring my Michael Kors purse. Yes, she's invoking spirit energy. Yes, she is. She's hoping somebody pull up at her house so she can have so Chris can come over and help her. Jazz, and I know this will be annoying for me if I was Chris. Even if my sister was kind of in the wrong, I would just get annoyed with my girlfriend because she's constantly always into something. Jasmine is always and stay into drama. Jazz just be on that ghetto dope cause she's showing her hard side. She must be on that ghetto dope. I just read what you said on that ghetto dope because she trying to show a horse. Passion, I'm a big time Alabama fan, and we are the one of the most hated teams there is. Oh Lord. Passion, she's inviting danger to her home with her kids. And she won't danger though. Fine, I love all the sports, football, basketball, NASCAR. I watch NASCAR too, y'all. Every now and then, if I catch it on TV, I watch it. I even watch bowling, y'all. I like to bowl though. I really like to bowl. It's fun. I like to play pool in my father's house. I mean, I don't know. I like my son has a basketball hoop in his room, so I go in there and throw a little baby hoop. Who cared, Jasmine? You aren't that important, exactly. The carrying place was the food bank she went to. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Karen. Thank you for sharing that. Sharon, I sure forgot about Karen Place. I'm like, Karen Place. I forgot all about that food bank. I didn't even know. To be honest with you, Sharon, I didn't even know the name of the damn place. I wore an Alabama teacher. Y'all in these wearing these wearing these shirts to the wrong places. Man, y'all gonna get boycotted. And then I got cursed out and challenged to go fight, girl, because she wore a shirt. Oh my god. I'm gonna get me a NW next time I go see wrestling. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, my husband took me to go see that. Me and my son and my stepdaughter. The next time we go to wrestling, we went to Monday Night Raw, like last couple of months ago. I think like a couple of months ago. Next time we go to Monday Night Raw or go to any of the basket wrestling uh uh nights. I'm gonna get me I'm been trying to get me an NWO shirt, but I want a particular one and I can't find it yet. I want me an NWO shirt and I'm gonna get me a shirt that said, "Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?" I'm gonna give you one of those shirts. Um NASCAR, it's like everyone waits for the wreck or watching cars drive around a circle. I know, it's fun. And like the Indy is not too far from me. It's about an hour and a half. Y'all know I stay in Louisville, Kentucky, so the Indy it's not too far from me at all. Jay, passion, that would be like showing up in a girl. You can't wear the what the heck? There is so much to rely on food banks, and Jasmine trying to collect with her income is sad. I called Karen Place. Did you for real, girl? What happened? Girl, you got to come over here more often and start spilling the beans. When you start calling these places like that, you need to be asking to hit the link, and you need to and you can disguise your voice or whatever. And come up here because we look, we don't care about that. We don't care if it's true or not true. We just like gossip, right? And it can be true. We just gonna always say allegedly, okay? But if you call the bank girl and you come next time you do something like that, you come up here and hit this link and you tell us what happened. You can disguise your voice. The carrying place stealing from the needy is terrible. She needs to be reread her Bible. Jazz can't read or understand what she reads. Yeah, she definitely can't. I know I smell what Jasmine is cooking a ass. Sharon, they don't drive in circles. They drive a trip oval. Yes, Jazz makes too much income for the food bank. Others need it more. Exactly. I definitely agree with that. But no, she got Chris. And well, she probably don't have no food because she letting Chris fat butt eat it all.
Oh, you funny. Why not handle this situation in family private? Girl, they came to the internet first. Sis came to the internet first. They came to the internet first. Hold on.
Listen to the sound in Jasmine's voice. She don't know where she is. Let me see. I'm trying to I gotta go and search for my situation.
You know, that's why I'm in the middle of it. But they want to talk about me because I'm the cloud. That's why. Let's be real. Call me. Y'all tell her to call
You
me.
not no clout, and that breathing that you doing. I'm still getting over pneumonia, right? So I'm still working through it. But Jasmine, you need to blow. But at least I blow my nose, my Jazzy. Like when you gonna blow your nose, child? You refuse to blow that nasty, trifling, funky little nose. What's wrong with you, girl? Is you crazy? Is you crazy? Is you insane in the membrane? Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
Y'all go to her page, ATX Betty. Go to her page, ATX Betty. Tell her to pick up the phone. Pick up the phone and call me. Stop acting scary. Stop ignoring my call. Like I'm tired of that. Stop ignoring my call.
Girl, see, you never know. Let me tell you something about Jazz Life. You better cut that out. Because although Chris might be mad at his sister, you don't know what a man may feel when it comes to his sister, when it comes to his blood. One day, girl, you keep doing that stuff. One day, Chris may come home and bop that head. Girl, girl, pop. And what Olivia say, she gonna pop that head. Girl, you better cut that out. You better quit calling that man sister. Girl, that man, her man might just be more crazy than all y'all. Her man may come over there and wear you and Chris out at the same damn time and beat the snot sleeves off of y'all because y'all don't know how to act. And man be like, look now, Chris, I done told you don't let that woman call my house. I might come over there and wear you out. Girl, you'll be surprised. I'm trying to tell you, you might not want to do that. You might want to go sit down somewhere and be quiet. I'm telling you, that's the best thing you can do.
You just went crying to Chris because no one had your back. Oh, really? Okay. You really bothered.
Obviously. And see that family, they might tell Chris, hey, invite Jasmine somewhere. And girl, you might go to that next family union. They might all surround you and beat the sleeves off of you. I'm trying to tell you, don't underestimate family. Don't ever go against family. I'm telling you, because some families they might fight and argue amongst each other, but an outsider like yourself, my jazz life, you are outsider. I don't think you get it. You are outsider, and sometimes with families, when outsiders come in with that mess, with that yin yang. they might go crazy on you. And by the time you look up, girl, you be mad. You be sitting up there looking like a looking like a dum dum. I'm trying to tell you, better go sit down somewhere now, because nobody's playing with you, girl. This is not no time to be playing with somebody's brother or sister or sibling. If I would recommend that you just lead them people alone, girl, I'm gonna tell you to lead them people alone. I'm gonna tell you to leave Chris sister alone, girl, because I hate for something to be um I hate for something to go bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not that serious. It really isn't. It really isn't. And I would hope that you would go somewhere and sit down and understand that it's not okay, girl. It is not okay that you're going through all these changes and you sound like you are manic or something. You sound like you out of control with your life. And you got to get your life in order. You should not even be fussing at this girl about this mess. I called them and gave her YouTube account where she says she makes 20K. I was sitting in the stands with my favorite driver. Okay, but Dale. Okay, Dale. Oh, Dale E. Ooh, I bet it was horrible. Oh my God. That must have been a sore sight to see. I'm trying to tell you, that is crazy. Rumor said Jasmine not allowed in the food bank, they were told. What? Daughter, my dad and another brother, when we were sales died, I said, I expected some emotion when I get into a car wreck. Oh my God. Mm. Dr. A, you doing great. Almost done with the sick. I know. I know. As soon as she said I start coughing. Sure, I had to meet him. I had met him several times. He was really a good guy. Yeah, I ain't never met none of these. Again, like I told you, I watch it on TV every now and then. I think I went in person. I was really young to see it, and I was excited about it. But I'm more of a wrestling fan, the way. And I know it's entertainment. I know some of y'all gonna say it's fake, but whatever. It's real to me. No, I mean, you still got to be an athlete to do a lot of those moves. Okay, get off my back. The way she sees things, interesting. Silence is your best weapon. When people know what you're thinking, you lose. It's three against you. Wait, what's the name? Jazz went and got free diapers, but says child support is a scam. Exactly. My daddy, I'm sorry, my daughter's dad did couldn't get support. Got a job and bought Pampers. He cares more about his sister than he does about Stinker. He don't give a damn about that baby. My daughter's dad died. I'm sorry to hear that. Had to get a job to pay for Pampers. Didn't get free ones. She's so lazy. I'm sorry to hear about your daughter's father passing away, Sharon. Jazz thinks she's the first lady of Chris's baby mamas, knowing that she the first man. Oh, you crazy. Why do my cats ignore cheap stuff but want to sharpen their claws on the expensive handbags? Because that's what babies do. When he didn't buy a car seat that said it all. I know it did. It did. It's not ignoring. It's not arguing with a woman that had a twin stroller for one baby. It was sad. Exactly. She arguing with these women. That's how she do it. Spend all her time arguing with these women instead of doing what she need to do. We might fight like cats and dogs, but don't let anyone else say anything about the family. Exactly. See, she don't know that. She don't know what loyalty is, because nobody in her family is loyal. I have been to 18 of 30 tracks in in NASCAR. Okay, you have to explain more to me about NASCAR because, like I said, I've watched it on TV and I was just kind of watching me. I was watching it, then it started watching me, and then I woke up and it was like, oh, they're standing up and like, you won, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, when I was excited when I went to go see when I was younger, Chris wiggles those hips and everything's paid for. Didn't didn't know he was Shakira, Shakira. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. I can't listen to Jasmine no more tonight. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take me a bit of a nap, and as soon as I wake up in the wee hours of the morning, I will be back. But thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. I look forward to talking to y'all in the wee hours. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you so much for coming into the chat, and make sure that we know that everything that we set up in here is all allegedly, and we definitely are entitled to our opinion. I'm sorry for anybody had any losses that I did not honor. Honor to your ancestors, okay?
You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay. Cause I'm floating in your